mind control and the paranormal, telepathy, hypnosis, and psychic powers. The concept of mind control has long captivated humanity's curiosity and has become a popular topic both in the realm of science fiction and in potential real-life applications. The ability to influence, direct, or control the human mind has appeared in various forms throughout history, carrying the potential to impact the fate of societies, individuals, and even nations. This article aims to delve into the complex connection between mind control and paranormal notions, the place of telepathy in scientific debates, the potential effects of hypnosis, and the extraordinary powers referred to as psychic abilities. Mind control is not just a scenario we see in science fiction films. In fact, it is a phenomenon studied in psychology, sociology, and political science. It can manifest itself in many different ways, from persuasion techniques to propaganda methods, from brainwashing to social engineering. While addressing these different dimensions of mind control in this video, we will also raise important questions such as where ethical boundaries should be drawn and our responsibility to protect the free will of individuals. The paranormal, on the other hand, refers to events and abilities that cannot be explained by the current body of scientific knowledge. Concepts such as telepathy, clairvoyance, and telekinesis are the best-known examples of the paranormal. In this article, we will examine how these concepts intersect with mind control, what scientific evidence shows, and how we can evaluate these claims with a skeptical approach. In this journey of discovery between mind control and the paranormal, we aim to improve our critical thinking skills while pushing the boundaries of science. Understanding mind control. Mind control is the process of influencing or manipulating an individual's thoughts, emotions, or behaviors without their consent or awareness. This process can be carried out through various methods and often aims to override the target individual's free will or awareness. The definition of mind control highlights the complexity and ethically sensitive nature of this phenomenon. Therefore, understanding mind control is important both to protect our individual freedom and to be aware of social manipulations. There are different types of mind control, such as coercive persuasion, brainwashing, propaganda, and social engineering. Coercive persuasion is the effort to direct individuals to a particular belief or action through logic and emotion. Brainwashing is a more radical method that aims to change a person's fundamental beliefs and values. Propaganda is the dissemination of misleading or manipulative information, often used for political or ideological purposes. Social engineering, on the other hand, is a method of obtaining information or accessing systems using human psychology. The history of mind control techniques is as old as human history. In ancient times, leaders and religious figures used various methods to control the masses. In the 20th century, wars and ideological conflicts gave a great impetus to mind control research. For example, during the Cold War, the United States Central Intelligence Agency (CIA) conducted secret experiments known as Project MKUltra, which aimed to control the human mind. These experiments led to great ethical debates and revealed the potential dangers of mind control. Mind control and the paranormal, related concepts. The lines between mind control and paranormal phenomena can sometimes become blurred. Especially in science fiction and some conspiracy theories, the idea that paranormal powers can be used for mind control is frequently processed. For example, it is claimed that people with telepathic abilities can control the minds of others by reading their thoughts or sending them thoughts. Such claims support the idea that mind control is possible not only through psychological or social methods, but also through unknown powers. Claims that paranormal powers can be used for mind control are generally unproven and not scientifically supported. However, some people argue that their experiences or the events they have witnessed indicate the existence of paranormal powers. For example, some mediums claim that they can influence the minds of others by communicating with spirits. Similarly, some people believe that certain objects or places can affect people's thoughts and behaviors by emitting energy. The evidence of those who claim paranormal powers is usually anecdotal, that is, based on personal experiences, and has not been scientifically verified. Such evidence can be influenced by the placebo effect, confirmation bias, and other psychological factors. Confirmation bias is the tendency for people to seek out and accept information that supports their own beliefs, and to ignore or reject refuting information. Therefore, it is important to adopt a critical approach and consider scientific evidence when evaluating paranormal claims. Telepathy, mind-to-mind communication. Telepathy is defined as the transfer of information or thoughts from mind to mind and is assumed to occur without the mediation of our five senses. This means that a person can directly transmit their thoughts or feelings to the mind of another person. Telepathy is considered a paranormal phenomenon and has not been scientifically proven. However, there are stories and beliefs about telepathy in many cultures and mythologies. Scientific evidence for telepathy is quite limited and often controversial. Some researchers have tried to test telepathy in the laboratory environment, but the results have generally been inconsistent and unrepeatable. For example, in an experiment known as the Gansfield experiment, one participant is isolated from sensory stimuli while the other participant tries to send them a specific image or thought. Later, the isolated participant tries to choose one of several options that most closely resembles the image sent to them. Although the results of such experiments are sometimes above chance level, they are not sufficient to prove telepathy. When questioning the validity of telepathy claims, it is important to consider a number of factors. First, telepathy experiments are often difficult to perform under controlled conditions, and the results can be influenced by factors such as expectancy effect, sensory cues, and chance. Second, most telepathy claims are anecdotal and based on personal experiences, which makes them difficult to verify scientifically. Finally, there is no scientific explanation for telepathy, and it contradicts current laws of physics. Hypnosis, mind control through suggestion. Hypnosis is the process of creating an altered state of consciousness by focusing a person's attention on something specific and making them receptive to suggestions. In this case, the person is less affected by the outside world and becomes more sensitive to the suggestions of the hypnosis practitioner. Hypnosis is usually characterized by states such as relaxation, focus, and increased imagination. However, it should be noted that hypnosis does not have the same effect on everyone and depends on the person's susceptibility to suggestion. The potential of hypnosis on mind control lies in its ability to change behaviors and perceptions. Suggestions given to a hypnotized person can affect their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. For example, a person may receive suggestions under hypnosis to quit smoking or reduce pain. However, the power of hypnosis over mind control is limited, and it is generally not possible to make a person exhibit behaviors that contradict their fundamental values or beliefs. The limitations of hypnosis and ethical concerns require caution in the use of this technique. Suggestions given under hypnosis can affect a person's free will and increase the risk of manipulation. In addition, abuse of hypnosis can cause a person to recall traumatic memories or create false memories. Therefore, it is important that hypnosis practices are performed in accordance with ethical rules and with the person's consent. Psychic powers. The potential of the mind. Psychic powers are defined as the mind's ability to perceive or influence things that we cannot normally perceive or influence. It is believed that there are various psychic powers such as telekinesis, clairvoyance, and premonition. Telekinesis is the ability to move objects with the power of the mind. Clairvoyance is the ability to perceive information that cannot be obtained through normal senses. Premonition, on the other hand, is the ability to foresee future events. The potential of psychic powers on mind control lies in their ability to influence and obtain information remotely. It is thought that a person with telekinetic abilities can remotely influence the behaviors of others or overcome obstacles. It is claimed that a person with clairvoyance can read the thoughts of others or reveal hidden information. Such abilities can have a major impact in the field of mind control and can provide significant power over individuals or groups. Scientific evidence for psychic powers is highly controversial and is generally insufficient. Some researchers have tried to test psychic powers in the laboratory environment, but the results have generally been inconsistent and unrepeatable. For example, in experiments using cards known as Zener cards, a participant tries to guess which symbol is on the card without seeing it. Although the results of such experiments are sometimes above chance level, they are not sufficient to prove psychic powers. Critique of paranormal claims. There are various psychological and social factors behind paranormal claims. People may turn to paranormal beliefs to cope with uncertainty and fear, to seek meaning, or simply to seek excitement. In addition, social environment and cultural beliefs play an important role in the spread and acceptance of paranormal claims. Confirmation bias, selective perception, and illusions are important psychological factors to consider when evaluating paranormal claims. Confirmation bias is the tendency for people to seek out and accept information that supports their own beliefs, and to ignore or reject refuting information. Selective perception is the filtering of information in their environment by people according to their expectations and beliefs. Illusions, on the other hand, are the misperceptions or interpretations of reality. Scientific testing of paranormal claims involves several difficulties. First, most paranormal phenomena are unrepeatable and unpredictable, which makes it difficult to conduct controlled experiments. Second, most paranormal claims are anecdotal and based on personal experiences, which makes them difficult to verify scientifically. Finally, most paranormal claims contradict our current scientific understanding, which makes it difficult to develop appropriate methods to test them. The place of mind control and the paranormal in popular culture. Mind control and paranormal themes are frequently featured in popular culture products such as movies, TV series, books, and video games. For example, the Matrix movie series deals with a world where people's reality is actually a simulation and their minds are controlled by machines. Similarly, the Stranger Things series tells the story of a girl with psychic abilities being subjected to mind control experiments in a state laboratory. Such works ensure that the concepts of mind control and the paranormal are recognized and discussed in the public eye. Paranormal themes play an important role in shaping the concept of mind control. In popular culture, mind control is often associated with paranormal powers, and characters with telepathic abilities are shown controlling the minds of others by reading their thoughts or sending them thoughts. Such depictions support the idea that mind control is possible not only through psychological or social methods, but also through unknown powers. Popular culture can affect our perception of reality and contribute to the spread of paranormal beliefs. The mind control and paranormal themes that we frequently encounter in the media can strengthen our belief in the reality of these concepts. However, it is important to remember that popular culture is only for entertainment purposes and does not reflect reality. Therefore, it is important to adopt a critical approach and consider scientific evidence when watching or reading popular culture products. Mind control and ethical concerns. Potential abuses of mind control techniques raise important ethical concerns. Mind control can violate the free will of individuals, manipulate their thoughts and behaviors, and cause them to make decisions that are contrary to their own interests. Therefore, the use of mind control techniques can pose a serious threat to human rights and freedoms. Drawing ethical boundaries in mind control research and practices is important to prevent the abuse of these techniques. First, informed consent must be obtained from people participating in mind control research, and they must always have the right to withdraw from the research. Second, mind control techniques should only be used for legitimate purposes and should not be used in a way that harms individuals. Finally, transparency should be ensured in mind control practices and the public should be informed. Informed consent, autonomy, and the protection of privacy form the basis of ethical principles in mind control research and practices. Informed consent is the decision of a person to participate in a research or practice before understanding the purpose, methods, risks and benefits of the research or practice and to participate of their own free will. Autonomy is a person's right to own their own thoughts, feelings and behaviors, and to make their own decisions. Privacy, on the other hand, is the right of a person to keep their personal information and experiences confidential and not to share them with others. Separating fact from fiction. Distinguishing between scientific understanding and paranormal beliefs is important when evaluating mind control and paranormal issues. Scientific understanding is based on evidence-based and testable information, while paranormal beliefs are often based on personal experiences, cultural beliefs, or speculation. Therefore, it is important to critically evaluate paranormal claims based on scientific understanding. The importance of evidence-based reasoning and critical thinking enables us to reach accurate and reliable information on mind control and paranormal issues. Evidence-based reasoning is the process of evaluating evidence that supports or refutes claims and drawing conclusions based on this evidence. Critical thinking, on the other hand, is the ability to question information, evaluate assumptions, and consider different perspectives. A skeptical approach and methods for evaluating paranormal claims enable us to question the validity of these claims and reject claims that are not supported by scientific evidence. A skeptical approach involves not believing claims until evidence is presented and critically evaluating the evidence. Methods for evaluating paranormal claims include conducting controlled experiments, using statistical analyses, and considering other possible explanations. Mind control and paranormal issues raise complex and fascinating questions about the potential of the human mind, the mysteries of the subconscious, and the possibilities beyond scientific boundaries. In this video, we examine the different types of mind control, its relationship to paranormal phenomena, the potential effects of hypnosis, and the extraordinary powers referred to as psychic abilities. We also address the critique of paranormal claims, the place of mind control and the paranormal in popular culture, and the ethical concerns related to these topics. Future research and discoveries may enable us to learn more about mind control and paranormal issues. In particular, Advances in brain imaging techniques can help us better understand the workings of the subconscious and the potential of the mind. In addition, advances in artificial intelligence and neurotechnology can increase the potential of mind control techniques, but also raise ethical concerns. The importance of remaining open-minded and thinking critically on mind control and paranormal issues is important when evaluating new information in this field and avoiding speculation. By adopting a scientific evidence-based approach, we can better understand mind control and paranormal issues and assess the potential benefits and risks in this field. Let us remember that the mind is one of humanity's greatest mysteries, and we must continue to learn and explore in order to solve this mystery.